Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to share a watercolor painting of some simple Christmas ornaments, and I'd like to share with you some brand new watercolors I purchased a few days ago. These are the granulating watercolors from Van Gogh. It's the watercolor line for students from the Royal Talens. They're also producing the Amsterdam acrylics and the Rembrandt watercolors, and it was the first time that I tried these watercolors and I am so happy with them. They're looking fantastic. There are 5 granulating colors. It's the Dusk Yellow, Dusk Green, Dusk Rose, and no, it's Dusk Pink and Dusk Violet. And also the black Oxide is very granulating. And all these colors are mixed from the black oxide pigment with another pigment. I don't have in mind which ones in the other colors. And as soon as you go on the paper with the color, the pigments seem to separate from each other and create a really nice granulating effect. For my ornaments, I just wet a circle on my watercolor paper. I am just using cheap watercolor paper here because it's just a little play with the new watercolors. And then I go in with the color. Here I'm using the Dusk Pink, and I spread the paint around, try to get kind of a shading with a lighter area for the highlight. And I will also add more color for a darker area to create more dimension. I'm speeding up the process to half of the time, so I'm painting a little fast. It's something I always want to mention, that when you are recreating such a watercolor painting and you have an artist who is painting really fast because the video mode is on speed up, then you tend maybe to also paint very fast when you do it yourself. So just keep in mind that this is not necessary. Take the time to play and don't run too fast. For the next ornament, I'm picking the Dusk Green. I really love this color, and I believe it's the mixture of that black pigment, the oxide black, with the viridian green. Here I'm using the Dusk Yellow, which is also a really interesting color. And there is also a Dusk Violet, but I don't use it on this painting because I feel that I need some other colors here too. And for the other colors, I thought I'd try to mix the Oxide Black with another color, and I will see if this has also a granulating effect. And here I try the Oxide black together with a brown color. I believe it's a Mijello Mission Gold brown. It's one of the reddish browns, and it's absolutely non-granulating normally. And here I'm mixing it with the black, and I think it's not really good visible on camera, but you can have a look at the photos later. And it has a granulating effect when you mix it with the black. It's not too intensive because I used a lot of the brown color and just a little bit of the black one, but it's visible and it looks really interesting. I have added some photos to the end of the video where you can see the ornaments in detail. And one more mixing experiment I want to make. I'm using the Cobalt Turquoise from Schmincke, and this is also a little bit of a granulating color, not very much, and I mix it with the Oxide black, and that looks really great on paper. When I mix it here in my palette, it looks gray and not very pretty, but when you paint it to the paper, the pigments separate from each other and it has a really interesting color. I believe Van Gogh came out with these paints this year, and I think it's because of that new trend from Daniel Smith, but their colors are not very expensive. I believe here in Germany a half band costs around 1.70 euros, and I paid, I believe, 2.5 euros, a little more maybe, for a 10 milliliter tube, and that's a really good price. To make the ornaments look a little bit more fancy, I am doodling their rounded shape with a black fine liner, and I also add a little hanger on top. I don't like it when the background is completely white, so I just go in with a wet brush, and sometimes I go into the ornaments and pick some of the colors up and move them around my background, and I will also add some colors from my palette, those I've already used for the ornaments, and add it to the background to get rid of that plain white paper. I'm adding some silver from Schmincke to the hangers of my ornaments, and now I will zoom in a little bit for you so that you can see the granulating effect a little better. One more color I purchased with my Van Gogh order was one of the Chamäleon colors from Rembrandt, and here you can see it a little bit. It's almost not visible here on camera, but it's such an awesome glittery color. It's not really a color, it's just a finish, or you can paint it over black paper, for example, and this will give you an amazing shine and shimmer. I believe these colors are available in 4 different shades. I just picked one because I wasn't sure what I will do with them, and I think one might be enough because a half pan will last forever. I think I would just use it to create some accents on cards or things like that. You have to be a little bit careful when you go over the painting that you don't reactivate the color underneath too much, but as you see it here, it's quickly corrected. And here you can see it a little better. Isn't that awesome? I love that brilliant shine of the ornaments. To finish up the painting, I'm adding some splatters. I'm using the colors I've used for the ornaments, and I'm also using the silver. Adding splatters creates more vibrancy, and I think the painting looks more interesting with it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will have some photos at the end where you can see the ornaments and the colors in detail. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope we see us next time. Bye!